With the best 360 cameras, you can capture images and video that's quite unlike anything else. Interactive 360-degree content allows a user to navigate through it using a mouse or a touchscreen, and is an unparalleled way to capture an incredible landscape, a fleeting street scene, or a pulse-pounding bike ride. It requires getting a little technical, but the results are so worth it. In this video, we are gonna show 5 best 360 camera available on the market. Let's get started with the video then. And don't forget to check the product link in the description.
I think the girls with their nails done now.
Number 1. GoPro MAX 360. This 360-degree action camera hits our number 1 spot for a number of different reasons. Granted, the image and video quality of the GoPro MAX are good enough that they could get it here by themselves, but the GoPro MAX also offers a swath of intuitive features that mean pretty much anyone get loads out of it, even if they have little interest in 360-degree imaging. The Smooth app lets you edit clips from 360 footage pretty much seamlessly, meaning you can get great images no matter where the camera is pointed, and swap effortlessly between them. As we noted in our full review, the Max also has impressive specs elsewhere with a 6-mic setup, its highly credible vlogging camera, and the 1600 mAh battery means you'll have enough charge for a day's shooting. We went into reviewing the GoPro Max thinking it was a 360-degree action cam for enthusiasts. We've come out realizing everyone could benefit from having one. Hit record and forget about framing, then edit your footage in the app. The GoPro Max builds on the Insta360 ONE X's success with better quality capture and microphones, doubling up as a vlogging cam and an action cam too. We would have loved 4K single camera capture, and the app experience could use some work, but given everything the Max can do, it's still a sensational step towards what could be the future of filmmaking. The GoPro Max, like the Insta360 ONE X, is special. Replacing the GoPro Fusion, GoPro's first-gen 360 camera, the Max makes recording in every direction something that anyone can benefit from. It's a fairly pricey option, and lacks a dedicated 4K video capture that you'll find on some rivals like those from Insta360. However, the Max just has that GoPro polish that makes it the best 360-degree camera experience you can buy right now. Number 2. Insta360 ONE X2 360. The Insta360 ONE X2 is ideal for those who want to go in-depth with creating dynamic, poppy 360-degree video content. You can dive right in and add special effects like stop motion and clone trail, the latter of which allows you to spawn copies of yourself as you move through the frame. A seriously impressive action camera that uses its 360 degrees lenses not only for virtual reality, but for a plethora of creative editing modes for widescreen videos, the ONE X2 consistently produces exquisite videos and photos. It takes time and patience to master, and its processing-intensive app demands the latest phones, but for filmmakers wanting to try something different, the ONE X2 cannot be ignored. For some, 360 degrees is a fun format for novelty vlogging. In practice, Steadicam mode is really helpful. After all, you don't want 360 degrees all the time. Measuring 46 by 113 by 29 mm and weighing 149 g, the ONE X2 is pocket-sized. Its dual wide-angle fisheye lenses, each f/2 aperture, capture in a resolution of 5.7K at 30 frames per second at a bitrate of 100 megabits per second, which it previews on its spherical 360 degrees touchscreen. However, the ONE X2 has some exciting possibilities and, best of all, its production values are exquisite. Standard and HDR videos and photos look fabulous, with Color Plus adding more vibrance, while all but the noisy night photos impress. There's lots of clever design to like in the Insta360 ONE X2. It puts its 360 degrees lenses to loads of creative purposes, while also giving you the option to shoot normal widescreen video, for those times when you just need a straightforward video solution. It does take a bit of work to get your head around everything the ONE X2 can do, and its memory-hungry app requires a high-end phone that can keep up, but this is a camera where the more you put in, the more you'll get out. Number 3. Insta360 ONE RS 1" 360. The Insta360 ONE RS 1" 360 edition is aimed at the serious filmmaker who is after the best image quality and low light performance. It might be twice the price of the regular Insta360 ONE X2, but we think considering how much better it is in terms of low light performance, dynamic range and clarity, it's definitely worth it. As we noted in our hands-on review, it feels very well made, uses a 6-euro flow state stabilization for super smooth video, and has a touchscreen which is great for previewing footage, but not so easy to use if you have big hands. It's considerably cheaper than the Ricoh Theta Z1 and offers a big step up in quality, so perfect for those needing really professional-looking content. Here's a quick sequence shot with the Insta360 ONE RS 1" 360 edition. It doesn't show everything this camera can do, but it does show its potential for POV changes and post-shoot framing. This was all done in minutes in the app, then assembled with titles in iMovie. The Insta360 ONE RS 1" 360 edition feels like a grown-up 360 camera designed for solid image quality and serious filmmaking. You can use it for regular manual 360 stills and video editing, or use the mobile app for clever ShotLab video effects with instructions on how to shoot them or flash cut multi-clip movies. There's a lot to see and try. First impressions are of a well-made camera that's super easy to use and delivers high-quality results. The Insta360 ONE RS 1" 360 edition really raises the bar for 360 camera image quality, without pushing straight into expensive, high-end multi-camera hardware used by pros. It's roughly twice the price of the regular ONE X2, but for the extra low-light capability, dynamic range and all-round clarity, that seems pretty fair. Number 4. Samsung Gear 360. Samsung was one of the first companies to make a truly useful 360 camera, and though it's been several years since it released anything new, its Gear 360 camera from 2017 still remains a fairly useful and functional device. The Gear 360 has a fun, lollipop-like shape that makes it easy to hold in one hand, and can even withstand a few splashes. It also has a tripod mount, if you want to attach it to your bike or something else. The Gear 360 takes good photos and videos, and live streams to Facebook and YouTube, too. However, there are a few big caveats. It only works fully with Samsung smartphones, and while it works with the iPhone 7 and later, not all of the camera's features are supported. If you have a Samsung smartphone, though, the Gear 360 is a fun accessory. Now that 360-degree cameras are growing up, they're bifurcating into two camps. One is aimed at outdoor adventurers who want to capture some crazy skydiving or underwater adventure. Samsung's second 360 camera, the Gear 360, is targeted at the other crowd, casual consumers who want to snap a cool photo or video of themselves and their friends whenever the mood strikes. Samsung's sequel largely succeeds, with a small, portable design, easy-to-use controls and pretty good photo quality for the price. While it's on the older side, its low price makes it our favorite budget 360 camera. For more pics, be sure to check out our best 360 cameras page. Of all the casual 360-degree cameras I've tested, the second-generation Samsung Gear 360 is one of my favorites, but that doesn't mean I don't have some concerns. For one, the fact that only those with Samsung smartphones can use all its features is a real limitation. So is the fact that if you have an Android phone that isn't made by Samsung, you can't use it with the camera at all. Number 5. Ricoh Theta X 360. Whether the Ricoh Theta X is going to appeal to you will depend on what kind of content creator you are. If you're looking at this 360 degrees camera as an alternative to a GoPro action camera, then bear in mind that its image stabilization, despite working on higher resolutions than on a GoPro, just isn't as good. Vloggers should also look at the Theta X with suspicion, purely because you can't use an external microphone with it. So who is the Theta X actually for? With so many built-in and convenient features, we're sure the Theta X will be a good purchase for anyone after an easy-to-use, versatile and high-quality 360 degrees camera, though at this high price it's a serious investment. An easy-to-use and versatile step-up 360 degrees camera with lots of practical features, the Ricoh Theta X's large sensor means 60.5 MP stills and 5.7K 360 degrees video with image stabilization, though the highlight is its ability to easily remove a person from content. Absolutely. The Ricoh Theta X does something that not even the best 360 cameras achieve by offering 11K stills resolution, which is 60.5 MP. If there's something that all 360 degrees cameras have lacked in the last decade, it's resolution, with spherical images largely failing to impress when judged purely on detail. The still photos coming out of the Theta X are excellent. While saturated and accurately colored, its 11K shots in particular are packed full of detail. It also produces 5.5K/16.5 MP. However, we think photographers looking for a 360 degrees camera with core quality will love the Theta X. When combined with its excellent coloring and low light abilities, the Theta X's ability to shoot stills in 11K resolution lifts it above the competition, but its lack of raw capture slightly undermines that option.